Guys, so in today's video, we'll be discussing about Mcleodganj Dharamshala in the month of April 2025. What you should be expecting in terms of weather, the road condition, the places that you need to be visiting, the budget that you need to be carrying, and what you need to be packing for your trip to Mcleodganj in the month of April
Why the COVID
2025.
mask?
Now, keep in mind
Sir,
that
we
the
go.
month of April is pretty
What
much
is your
the
main
start
intention of
of
this trip?
summer
If we
in
snow or just
Mcleodganj,
trip?
which falls in Kangra district of Himachal
ma'am.
Pradesh. So when you're planning a trip to Mcleodganj in the month of April, it's very important to remember that the days are warm while the nights are pleasant and cool. So when you're packing your clothing, you need to be packing accordingly, so it's either too cold or too hot when you're traveling over there. Now when it comes to the daytime temperature will range from anywhere between 17 degrees to 27 degrees. The temperatures can touch even 30 degrees if there's any kind of a heat wave in this region. So be prepared for hot and sunny days. Carrying a cap, sunglasses are a
First time to
must.
the Himalayas
Even
for you
if you
or you'll have come
carry
before?
a pair of shorts, it will be really handy. Just make sure that you have a good pair of shoes, because shoes go a long way in exploring Mcleodganj properly and comfortably. The nighttime temperature will range from anywhere between 8 degrees to 12 degrees. So this depends entirely on where you're staying. If you're staying in upper Mcleodganj, it will be cooler. If you're staying in places which are at lower Dharamshala, it will be much warmer because of the altitude. Now remember, pack light woolens, which are more than enough. If you're only exploring Dharamshala, then light woolens are more than enough. If you're having a journey which will take you beyond Mcleodganj and maybe to cooler places like Manali and Lahore or Spiti, then you will definitely need much thicker woolens to keep you warm during the day, during the nights and the days. So depending entirely on how you're traveling, you need to be deciding on your packing. Carry a small umbrella because it can rain here and there, and even if it does rain, it wouldn't really rain for very long. These are pre-monsoon showers which will last for anywhere between, I would say, 10 minutes to around half an hour, depending on how long the clouds stay. Now when it comes to the places that you should be visiting, keep in mind that the Triun trek is at its very best. This is the best month to hike up to Triun trek, where the snow has already melted, but at the same time there are very few people who are embarking on this trek because it's still shoulder season. Just make sure that you're leaving early in the morning for the trek. I would recommend starting your trek as early as 6:37 in the morning so you can return back the same day. Just be prepared to embark on this hike with very limited gear in terms of overpack when you're do not overpack when you're traveling to Triun when you're hiking up there, and just make sure that if you can get a stick, it would come really handy to give you good body support and balance while climbing up. It is not at all difficult to find the trail because it's a very well marked trail all the way up to the top. So by starting early in the morning, what it does is that you avoid the afternoon peak heat, because by then you have already reached nearly the top or at the top, where you can get some beautiful photographs and you can start descending maybe by 1 or 2 p.m. So this way you're back to Mcleodganj or Dharamkot, depending on where you're staying, before sunset, which is the best way to start and end your hike when you're hiking up to Mcleodganj to Triund from Mcleodganj. Now the other places close to Mcleodganj that you should definitely be visiting is in Mcleodganj. You should definitely be going to the Dalai Lama temple. It's a must visit. The best time to be going there is in the morning, when you'll get to see and be a part of the morning prayers. Another very good place is the Church of St. John's in the Wilderness. It's a Gothic church which is located around a kilometer from the Mcleodganj bus stand. You can go there walking. It's the best time to be going there is around I would say afternoon to evening, because that's when you get the best vibe of the place. Another must visit place is Baksunag waterfall. Now this waterfall is best visited in the early afternoon, because any other time when you're going there, it's really crowded with a lot of tourist crowd coming over there. So even getting to the waterfall becomes a problem, because it's a very small waterfall, but the crowd over there outnumbers the amount of water and the area that you can stand in. So just make sure that you're going there at the appropriate time. Now the other things that you can do in Mcleodganj is you can take the cable car ride. You can visit the flea markets which are all over Mcleodganj. Make sure that you're going cafe hopping in Mcleodganj, because there are plenty of cafes which serve very good coffee and excellent Tibetan, Indian, and I would say Chinese food, which is served very, very well. Mcleodganj, in fact, has one of the best vibes in all of Himachal. So compared to Shimla and Manali, my personal recommendation is, if you are someone who travels for the vibe and for the vibe in terms of having a pleasant vibe, then Mcleodganj is the place for you. You will just love what you get in Mcleodganj in the overall, I would say, well-being of your soul when you're traveling. If you're someone who's feeling low and you're traveling to Mcleodganj in the month of April, make the trip happen, because you will really return back feeling rejuvenated, is what I would say. Now, when it comes to the road condition, the roads are very well made. Just that when you're booking a Volvo bus from Manali, or not from Manali, if you're booking a Volvo bus from Delhi or from Chandigarh, keep in mind that these buses will stop at Dharamshala. The same with Manali and Shimla. The buses will not bring you all the way up till Mcleodganj. They stop at Lower Dharamshala. From there, you need to take a smaller bus, or you need to be booking a taxi which will take you to Mcleodganj. All the buses other than the HRTC buses will stop at Dharamshala. Only HRTC Volvo buses will make the journey all the way up till Mcleodganj. So this is a very important thing to keep in mind when you're booking your bus, because the bus operators will tell you yes that the bus will make the journey till Mcleodganj, but it's not going to happen. In the morning, they're just going to drop you off at Dharamshala. From there, you'll have to take a small local bus and get it up to Mcleodganj. They're just going to stop at maybe close to the Dharamshala bus stop. That's the nearest point where they will drop you off at. Now, when it comes to the budget that you need to be carrying for a trip which is around a week or so, if you're just planning on visiting Mcleodganj and you're traveling for the weekend, if you're traveling for the entire week from Monday to Thursday, or just coming for the weekend, which is Friday, Saturday, Sunday, your budget is going to be pretty much the same. In fact, on the weekend, you will end up spending much more than what you would spend if you're staying there for 5-6 days during the midweek. Weekends is when the price hikes and becomes nearly double or triple the costing of what it would be. And keep in mind that during the month of April, the Easter long weekend is there with Good Friday. So this is going to be a weekend which is going to be jam-packed with crowd from all over India coming up there, and that's when the cost will go up. A basic room which cost anywhere between 800 to 1000 will skyrocket to anywhere between 2,500 to 3,000 rupees. So if you are okay spending the extra bucks on the long weekend and getting stuck in traffic, then you can make the journey on the long weekends and on the weekends. If you're someone who wants peace and is seeking a reconnect with life and with nature, then my personal recommendation is plan your trip in such a way that you're leaving from Delhi or Chandigarh on a Sunday and you're reaching Mcleodganj on a Monday, because that's when you're going to get the best of Mcleodganj without having to break the bank, and you'll get to visit all the sites and experience everything that's there to be visited without standing in line or having to go around in circles. Now, other than this, if you have any queries for Mcleodganj, you can leave a comment in the comment section and we'll be more than happy to help you and answer your queries. If you're looking for a trip to Mcleodganj and Dharamshala, we do have one happening in the month of April. The link is in the description. You can directly click on the link and go to our website and read all the details about the trip. If you're interested in the trip, you can directly book via the website, or you can WhatsApp us and our team will be more than happy to assist you with any of your queries related to our trip. So now till our next video about Mcleodganj, stay safe, stay happy and stay blessed.